So, let's get started by adjusting the tempo to 122 BPM. Drop an instance of drum rack into a MIDI channel. We'll load the samples in the following order. Start with the kicks. The snare. Then the clap. The hi-hats. And finally the percussion. Next, we'll create a default-length MIDI clip, and generate notes for the kick samples on every single beat. I normally layer 2 kicks. Next, I'll load the clap sample on the 2nd and 4th beats, and layer it with a snare. Then, I'll bring the open hat, and place it on the offbeat positions. At this point we have a bare-bones EDM beat. The hats are quite loud, but we will EQ the whole kit in a second. Next, I'll load the closed hats at chosen offbeat positions. There is no specific rule for this type of arrangement, but the pattern I'm using is quite common in deep house tunes. Last, we'll bring the percussion samples, and again, load them at carefully chosen offbeat positions. Not bad at all, but we need to take care of the volumes. Let's just zero out the volumes inside the drum rack instrument. Do it for everything, except the hats. This alone should result in a more balanced rhythm section, but feel free to adjust the levels through the mixer, if you wish to do so. As for the shakers, we'll use a separate drum rack instance, as it makes it easier to mix them in the final arrangement. So, let's drop another instance of drum rack into a MIDI channel, and bring the shaker sample to the rack. Next, I'll create a standard MIDI clip, and generate MIDI events at these exact positions. The groove is still pretty odd, but watch what happens when we lower the velocity of specific MIDI events. Much better now. We'll wrap it up here for the drum section. Let's just listen to the final result.